My thing is for Kira to still be a super, what does he call y'all? The fan?
The beehive.
Yeah, to still sit up and listen to him on live. I'm old school, y'all. On live and be a part of this beehive. For somebody to treat their customers like that, it's not cool. And then when she shows me all of these other lives where people are having the same complaints and same problems, it's like, and you still support? Something's wrong with that. I guess I'm just old school and I'm not up to date with what's happening, what's popping, as they say.
Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new, thank you so much for joining me. Please do not forget to hit subscribe. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let y'all hit subscribe before we get started. Okay, today I'm coming to you with a couple of things. I'm gonna be multitasking. One, I'm gonna share some details about another experience that I had, and two, I'm gonna be doing some skincare while doing it. So before we get started, I washed my face. I put some something on my lips so I wouldn't be too dry looking and crusty looking, but yeah, all I did was wash my face. And I used my favorite Kiehl's cleanser. I will link it down below. So let's go ahead and get into it. Today I'm going to be talking about another experience that I had with Mr. Williams, Darius Williams, aka Darius Cooks. And we're going to be talking about the time that I ordered a cake. That was my second time ordering a cake from him, and the cake was contaminated. Like, it was like, we're going to get into it. So what prompted me to do this video was the fact that I was cleaning out my freezer for one, and then I saw another video on YouTube. I think her name is Nisha. I'll put her channel down below, but she was talking about an experience that she had, and I had the exact same experience. So we're gonna get into it. So I ordered this cake. First, I'm gonna get into this mask. I'm gonna use this Josh Rosebrook, bro, I can't even talk. Josh Rosebrook Active Enzyme Mask. I was gonna use this Body Shop Deep Nourishing Mask, but I'm gonna try this one. I got it from this shop in the Heights. I'll put their information down below. But it's very like natural, fresh, you know, skincare. So I'm going to put my hair back, and then we can get started with the mask and me telling you about my experience. So I'm using this. I need a new mask brush. Don't judge, because you have something that's bootleg too. I know you do. So anyway, I ordered the first, what is it called, cake. I don't remember when I ordered the first one, but the second one that we're talking about in this video, which is right here if you haven't noticed, I ordered it March 17th. So I ordered my cake. It did not take, ooh, this is looking kind of, I don't know, but we're gonna work with it. So I ordered the cake March 17th, and it did not take long for it to come. I received the cake on March 26th. So about 9 days later, I received the cake. I ordered the pineapple Hennessy cake. Before I ordered the butter pecan cake. This time I ordered the pineapple Hennessy cake. So I received the cake, and that weekend was I had plans. Like, I had plans to take the cake somewhere. So I got the cake. I saw when it was delivered. I came home right away, opened the cake up, and it was open. I'm gonna post pictures on my screen. I still have the plastic. Oh, you can't see. I still have the plastic that the cake came out of, and we're talking March of 2021. So this is a year. This has been a year at this point. March of 2021. And I still have it. I kept it in the freezer, and we'll get to why I kept it. So I sent him an email right away. Got the cake. It was open. I'm gonna post the pictures. The actual packaging was open. It wasn't sealed properly, and the plastic that the cake was put in wasn't like a very good quality plastic. Like, it was very flimsy. Like, it's equivalent to like plastic wrap, and it's like one layer on top, one layer on the bottom, so that you have some context. The blue shredded paper that he uses like in packaging for, you know, his packaging was on my cake, and I'm like, okay, this isn't good, this isn't clean, this is not good. So I'm gonna pop up all of the pictures that I took on that night. Like, literally as soon as I got the cake, I started taking pictures, and I was like, no, I have to send this to him, because I plan on taking this cake somewhere tomorrow, and I cannot take this cake because this isn't safe to eat, in my opinion. Because if it's been open, like, I don't know how long it's been open, if it's been sitting on a rack somewhere. So I was like, no, I'm taking these pictures, and I emailed him that night. So now we're gonna get into the emails. I know my face looks crazy, but just bear with me. So let's go to the emails. I screenshot them so I would be prepared for y'all. So it said my order has been delivered. I got that email from them. I replied to that same order confirmation like he always says in his lives. I said, hello, hope all is well. I received my pineapple Hennessy pound cake in the mail today, and I was super excited to serve it at an event tomorrow. However, I became concerned when I saw that the plastic packaging was open in 2 places, and there are multiple fragments of blue shredded paper affixed to the cake. I don't mean to be bothersome, however, I'm only emailing you because the cake that I previously ordered and cakes that I know other people have ordered were not received like this. How do I send the cake back to get a replacement? Please let me know. Thank you. So that was that same day. That was March 26th at 11:37 p.m. So then he didn't reply to that. April 6th, I said, hello, just trying to follow up from an email that I sent on last week. I've attached photos in this email as I forgot on the last email. May you please provide an update for how I need to send the cake back? Thanks. He never replied. On 4/18/21, so what, 12 days later, I said I am emailing again in regards to a cake that I received on March 26th. May you please provide directions for how I should return the cake in order to receive one free of shredded paper. So I'm not the type of person that gets something and is unhappy with it and wants something like a refund or wants another one, but I've already eaten it. Like, I hate those type of people that like eat stuff or use stuff and then it's like, no, but I want another one. No, but I need some compensation, but you've already eaten it, so it must not have been that bad. You get what I'm saying? I'm not that type of person. So I kept my cake in the freezer. As you can see, it's been in the freezer for a year. So that was on April 18th. The next email that I sent was on April 22nd. I said, good morning. I just commented on live and you told me to send you an email. So at this point, I'm like, okay, he's not responding. I need to comment on live. He told me to send him an email. Just wanting to know how I can send this cake back to receive another one. I've been storing it in the freezer since I received it last month. Please let me know. That was 4/22, April 22nd. At this point, it's been almost a month. Hello. This is April 30th. Hello. I'm emailing once again in regards to a cake order that I received now 5 weeks ago. Can you please provide me with an update on how we can handle this matter so that I can send the cake back? Please let me know. So at this point, I've emailed this man 5 times. Wait, did I read the one on? Yeah, I read that one. At this point, I've emailed him 5 times to not receive any type of solution, any type of reply, like nothing. So even after he, you know, sent me this cake that was not good, and I'm gonna get into the not good, I still proceeded in the midst of me, you know, sending all of these emails. I still proceeded to spend $1,000 with him on Dining with Darius Cooks tickets. If you haven't seen that video, go watch that video. I'll leave it up here. I have this bad cake that I paid $50 for. Don't mind paying for anything, but it wasn't right, and I couldn't eat it. I couldn't serve it. I had to go buy another dessert for my event, and yeah, it just wasn't good. So I still proceeded to spend $1,000 with him because I'm thinking, no, he's not, you know, maybe he's just busy. He's responding to the emails himself. He hasn't had time, whatever. Well, this man never responded, and we're here a year later, still haven't received a response. So the problem overall, the cake was not sealed. As y'all can see in the pictures, I'll put it back again. The quality of the packaging was poor. It just wasn't good. Again, not bashing, I'm stating the facts. And what prompted me to do this video was that I saw that somebody else had the same issue. So this is a lack of quality assurance across the board. That product would not be seen. I work in food science, I work in food safety, quality assurance. That would be seen as a non-conforming product. Like, that's a non-sellable product. You can't sell something that the label is open, it's being tumbled and shipped from hours away, and it's just open. It has this foreign matter, aka the blue shredded paper, and you're just expecting me to just eat it and move on. I did cut into the cake. I took it out the freezer, I cut into the cake, and it was dry, as the girl said. Like, it just wasn't right. Wasn't right at all. And he's always saying, you know, if anybody has a problem, what's your order number? Like, I'll handle it. But I emailed him 5 times, all to never receive a response. I commented on live every single day, never received a response. And, you know, it just doesn't make sense to me. So people are always saying, no, he's a scammer, he's this and he's that, and I'm like, no, you know, maybe not. I wouldn't call this a scam because I did receive my product. However, the product was non-conforming. It's like, how can you eat something with foreign matter that's been open? You don't know where it was open. You don't know if it was sitting, like I said earlier, in the racks in his bakery open. And then I saw a live where the workers, his employees, were talking about the conditions in the bakery with the roaches and the rodents and the birds, and that is just really concerning to me, because it's like, okay, my product was open and all that mess was going on in the bakery. It's a bit much, hence why the cake has been in the freezer. And before I knew all of this, yes, I was asking for a replacement cake. I wanted to send it back. Looking back at it, I'm kind of glad that I didn't get a replacement cake. Maybe it was like this for a reason. As I spoke about earlier, where are the quality, like, what are the standards for quality? Where is the freshness guarantee? Like, this is no good. Like, this was so thin. You can still see, okay, so we're gonna get into it. This was where my cake was open. So you can see this seam. It's like very, very thin. Like, it's equivalent to plastic wrap. It's like one sheet of plastic wrap on the top, one sheet of plastic wrap on the top, one sheet of plastic wrap on the bottom. And cakes are heavy, so any one budge, it's gonna pop open. And he often would talk about, you know, people getting cakes, ordering cakes from Williams-Sonoma, and they would be, you know, much higher. But when I get a cake from Williams-Sonoma, I'm gonna have a fresh cake. It may have been sitting in their freezer, but I'm gonna get it, it's gonna be fresh. My packaging is gonna be cute, it's gonna be branded, it's gonna be more than blue shredded paper, it's gonna be well thought out, well curated. My plastic is going to be thick and durable. I'm gonna receive it in a nice amount of time, and then if I do have a problem, I can call Williams-Sonoma up and say this wasn't right, and they either refund me or get me another one. So you can't really compare yourself and saying, oh well, you know, I'm cheaper than Williams-Sonoma because Williams-Sonoma will charge you $100. But I know what I'm getting from Williams-Sonoma. I know the bakery that it's being produced in has been inspected by a health inspector, and everything is above board. We don't have questionable bakery situations, like questions about the environment that our stuff is being produced in when it's coming from Williams-Sonoma. So, you know, again, this isn't to bash, but I'm clearly stating the facts. These are all facts about my experience with this cake. And like I said before, I ordered a cake from him. I ordered the brown sugar butter pecan, like when he first started making the cakes, and it was perfectly fine. I think it was smaller. I'm not going to get into the size issues about the cake because I don't really care about that. I'm talking about quality assurance. I'm talking about a non-conforming product. I'm talking about a product that was exposed for I don't know how long and had foreign material on it. So yeah, I'm going to go wash this mask off and then I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Ooh, this stuff is like still all over my face. It was like a like an exfoliating mask type thing, but anyway, let's keep going. So earlier when I spoke about, you know, the conditions of the bakery, those are merely accusations. I don't know that to be true, but when I saw the live of his former employees, you know, it was just quite alarming because it's like, okay, are those really the conditions that my cake was being made in? Yes, I got some water on my shirt. Are those really the conditions that my cake is being prepared in? Like, that was just like a red flag for me. And I was like, okay, I'm so glad that I did not consume this cake. Because it was dry, like I said, and I believe that's what Nisha said in her video, that, you know, the cake was dry and it was just, she wanted it, I think she wanted it for Thanksgiving, and it was just, they couldn't consume it. Feel like, so I just went in with some Thayer's Witch Hazel, the rose petal one, to clean up my stuff from my mask. I don't know what business, I don't know what successful business can really succeed without having some sort of quality assurance in any type of business. Like, ensuring that your customers get the best product possible. I feel like that should be like #1. I'm gonna go in with this Kiehl's Daily Refining Milk Peel Toner. I love it, so hydrating. There was nobody checking to see, you know, there was nobody checking to see what the customer experience was. I don't even recall, I don't know, y'all comment down below if you order cakes and seen this, but was there a space like to leave a review? Because I know me and Nisha aren't the only ones that received products that were open, products that were dry, and never received a text, a call, an email, a nothing back. Like, I know we're not the only ones. Everybody else just doesn't have the platform or doesn't care to talk about it, or is just like, I'm gonna call him a scammer. But no, I feel like this needs to be talked about. I'm glad that she talked about it, because when I was cleaning out my freezer, like I said earlier, I was like, I need to talk about this because this don't make no sense. I never heard anything back from him. And y'all, when I tell you I spend so much money on food and desserts, just supporting different people, stuff that I like, if I like it, I don't care how much it costs, I'm gonna buy it. So people complaining about the cake being $50 and being small and blah blah blah. If it's good, I'm gonna buy it. I don't care how much it is. But for him to just, I'm going in with this ordinary alpha arbutin, 2% plus HA. It's a serum. For him to just And then for him to like be like, okay, what's your order number on live? He never asked for my order number because he probably knew, he probably had seen my emails and it's probably like, this girl, like, whatever. But I really feel like, how are you not gonna respond to me? And I'm having an issue with my cake. And you can see that I've ordered several things from you before, so I'm not just a fly-by-night person that's like trying to complain or anything like that. But I'm really like a real customer. And for him to just like never respond after I sent 5 emails, like I think Nisha sent maybe like 2 or 3. I don't know exactly how many she sent, but I sent 5 emails and it's like, you're still just gonna ignore me. Like, I don't know if he knew he was about to close the business or, oh, that's one thing that I forgot to mention. Do y'all remember, y'all who follow him or keep up with him, do y'all remember when he was trying to create like an ambassador program where you could get in and if you sell his pound cakes, like, what is it called? I don't want to say multi-level marketing, but whatever it is, he wanted people to come in and sell his pound cakes. And I got on that webinar where he was, you know, giving all the details of like the money and how many you need to sell and all that. And I'm like, what happened to that? Like, what happened to people selling the pound cakes? I don't know. He chalks it up to him being too busy. But if you have a team, I get in business, you want to be involved in your business, you need to be right there making sure of everything. But the way that he tries to do everything and says like he needs to be involved to make sure it's right, he didn't make sure these cakes were right. I'm gonna put some Versed Dew Point moisturizing gel cream. I'm really not doing anything yet. I'm gonna edit some videos, so I'm not going anywhere. I just wanted to do my morning skincare with y'all. So before we end the video, my mom actually wants to come and add her 2 cents in about this cake situation, so we'll let her say whatever it is that she needs to say.
Well, regarding the cake that Kira still has a year later. So I'm assuming she felt some kind of way about this cake that she still has in her possession a year later. First of all, when I received the cake and it was open, I wouldn't have eaten the cake, wouldn't have tasted the cake.
I didn't taste it.
I would have demanded my money back right then, which she did. Well, she didn't demand money back. She just said, hey, can I get another cake?
Yeah.
Which I would have done the same thing. Hey, can I get another cake? This cake is open. However, she sent several emails and she never received a reply. My thing is, that's not good customer service. And I would have been done right then. Now, Kira, being a big fan of Darius, she wanted to give him a try. She's like, no, it's okay. Even after that, she never got a response from him, and was holding on to this cake with hopes that he would just contact her and make this thing right, which he never did. So moving forward, it was time for dining with Darius. Even though he never responded regarding the cake, she still wanted to buy tickets for dining with Darius. She just had to go to dining with Darius. So she purchased not 1 ticket, not 2 tickets, but 5 tickets. Okay? So she didn't get a response from that. Bought 5 tickets. Moving on from the cake. No big deal. What does it cost? $55? $60? 50 bucks. Chalk it up. No problem. It was open. I can't eat it. It's just $50.
I wanted to take it to my event the next day.
Okay, yeah. Couldn't take it to her event. Dinner party we had. I remember that. Dinner party. Couldn't take it, so had to make provisions, do something else. So chalk it up is just $50. She says $50 is a lot to me to be just given away. So order 5 tickets. Fast forward to this year, January. Now, you know, we just had the spread of Omicron back in December of last year. So I'm like, well, Kira, send Darius a message and ask, is he taking some extra precautions?
Like y'all saw in my video about dining with Darius.
Regarding the dinner, being that you're in close proximity to strangers that you don't know. Well, she sent him an email regarding that. He sends her a message. He ain't making no provisions. No, it is what it is. Just like you go into a restaurant. Not. However, I said, I'm out. So now she has an extra ticket. Good thing she was able to sell the tickets. But for me, you don't respond to this cake that was open.
And had foreign matter on it.
And had the foreign particles, blue tissue paper, whatever it was.
And it still has a piece on there.
You know, on it. And then now we're saying, hey, you know, please contact us. Let us know what you're going to do about COVID. You know, she offered some suggestions. Flat out, no. I would never treat my customers like that. When you're in business, you should aim to please, because not only do you just want to keep your customers, but you just want to have some good work ethics and morals and just caring for people, just in general. But from what I got from that is he didn't care about his customers. It's all about what he's doing, making his money, and moving on. It's like, hey, you snooze, you lose. Hey, it wasn't good for you. Oh, well.
I'm making money elsewhere.
So I was done after she didn't get the response from the cake. I was totally done when he didn't respond properly in regards to COVID at his dinner where she had purchased 5 tickets. So my thing is for Kira to still be a super, what does he call y'all? The fan?
The beehive.
Yeah, to still sit up and listen to him on live. I'm old school, y'all. On live and be a part of this beehive. For somebody to treat their customers like that, it's not cool. And then when she shows me all of these other lives where people are having the same complaints and same problems, it's like, and you still support? Something's wrong with that. I guess I'm just old school and I'm not up to date with what's happening, what's popping, as they say. But and now, even so, that we live in this culture of this new day of cancel culture. Kira she has not canceled him yet. And
because I don't really feel the need to come on here and be like, ooh, he's a scammer.
Oh, no. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Well, I said I'm not going to buy anything else.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, and I'm not saying just because other people are on this big scamming thing. Oh, no, I'm not saying that at all, because I know nothing about him. I can only speak, you know, on what I've experienced, and that the cake wasn't packaged properly. It was open. Skeptical about eating it. Tried to get another one. You could not. You never got a response. And then the dining with Darius, buying 5 tickets. There were no provisions for COVID. Everybody sitting next to each other. Yeah, so, you know, no, I'm not in no way saying anything about that. I can only speak on what I know. And to me, the way it was handled was just not cool. It just did not have proper, you know, good customer service.
The business etiquette was not there.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. And I've been in business for a long time, and I would never treat my customers like that. If anything, I'm gonna bend over backwards. I would have driven to Houston to give her another cake if I had to. But no, yeah, that it just wasn't cool. So, like I say, Kira is a super fan.
No,
but,
who said that?
I mean, you don't have to say it. You still sit up and listen to the lives, so you have to be a super fan.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe not. But I just thought I would put in, like she says, my 2 cents regarding this cake. The first cake that she received was delicious, and she bought another one, and it just wasn't right. Even the top. So yeah, there was no quality control on this.
What? That's the pineapple.
Yeah, but it's not consistent.
Yeah, it's not consistent.
No, it's not consistent.
And this is the type of cake that we were supposed to have received at the dining with Darius. The exact flavor was supposed to be pineapple Hennessy, and the cake that we had at dining with Darius, it just didn't. It didn't even.
Yeah.
And then look at the. I don't know if you could see. just like the inconsistency and the shape. It wasn't packaged correctly.
Yeah, I'm not a baker, but I know if I was,
I'm a baker.
If I was sending cakes across the U.S. To, as he say, thousands of customers.
Yeah, I have, what did he say? Over 600,000, whatever he says, however many customers he has.
I mean, you would need to be a little bit more consistent.
And like I was telling them earlier, how he compares himself to Williams-Sonoma and says, no, you know, Williams-Sonoma charge $100 for a cake, but with Williams-Sonoma, it's going to be fresh, it's going to come packaged right, or if it's not, I can call them and get another one or get a refund like that.
Yes, so that's what I'm going to say.
You can't compare yourself to Williams-Sonoma. You're not on that level.
And that's what I'm saying. But if you're going to be on that level, you have to.
But he tries to do everything himself. Like, he's a customer service.
No, I get it. Small business. I do everything myself. But like I said, if I have...
You have to be thorough.
But if a customer had a problem with it, and I'm going to make sure I get them another, you know, I'm going to get them another cake. I mean, with the quickness. So, but...
I never... And then on live, he'll be like, okay, send me another email. Send me another email.
Well, you sent all the emails.
Yeah, and he, you know how...
So, you know what? Let me ask you this. So, can he still make it right by...
The company is closed.
But...
It's shut down.
Okay, well, that's what is it called?
Carolina Pound Cake.
Carolina Pound Cake. But Darius is still going because he shows on here that he's making millions, so he can refund you.
Yeah, he could refund me. He won't. I'm sure he won't. But
but he may be willing to make it right. Why don't you reach out to him again and just say, hey, I know it's been a while, but I've been noticing everybody and all the buzz talking about things that have happened, and I don't know if maybe he has refunded them. So you can reach out to him and say, hey, one last try.
Yeah.
Can I get a refund? Because since the company is no longer open, because I was asking for another cake a year ago, but maybe he'll be willing to give you a refund. I mean, hey, you waited this long and you still
I
had
was
this
cleaning
cake.
out the freezer and I saw Nisha's video and I said, okay, let me share my experience.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, maybe let it go.
I've let it go. I mean, it's been a year.
Just let it go.
I've let it go. I can make my own cake.
Well, okay, all right.
I can go buy a cake.
Okay. Hey, she's gonna let it go, guys. So we're not gonna hear anything else about this Carolina Pound Cake that came with the blue paper.
The business is dead. This cake is dead.
Okay.
Like, it's
so
dead.
Let it go. It's over.
That was my experience with the Carolina Pound Cake Company. Still have this cake a year later. This non-conforming product. Let me see you can still, I picked most of the blue off, but you can still see some right there. Is that crazy or what? But yeah, still have this cake. Won't be buying anything else. But yeah, comment down below if y'all have had any experiences, if y'all's experiences have been similar. Don't forget to subscribe. I have a giveaway coming soon and I wouldn't want you guys to miss out on it. So stop right now and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to make sure to link everything that I used on my skin this morning down below. I'm trying to get this skin right for summer, girl. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.